Hi everyone, Jen from Modified Macros here. I want to talk to you guys today about my first 10-day experience, what it is, how it works, and how it changed the game for me. I just want you guys to have as much information as you can so that you can make a decision if this might be something that can help you in your ketogenic journey as much as it helped me in mine. If you guys have been following me on YouTube, you have seen my story, but here's a quick recap. I was pregnant in 2016 and only gained 15 pounds, and on January 7th, 2017, I gave birth to an 8-pound, 3-ounce, very healthy baby boy. 20 days after, I was 5 pounds less than what I weighed when I got pregnant, and no one was more shocked by this than me, you guys. I have Hashimoto's. My doctor was very concerned about me gaining weight in pregnancy and then very concerned about me gaining weight when the postpartum hormones hit. But they never seemed to hit. And when I was 12 weeks postpartum going back to work, I didn't have any of the symptoms. And then at about 14 weeks, they started rearing their ugly head, and I wound up coming down with postpartum depression and not even realizing it. So I started self-medicating with drink and food. I started having psoriasis breakouts. I started having cystic acne breakouts. I started having Hashimoto flare-ups. And by the end of July, I had gained 35 pounds. And I was mortified. I mean, who gains weight after giving birth to a baby? And I went and saw my doctor, and we partnered with a nutritionist, and we decided to go over what would be best to not only help with my weight gain, but to help combat my autoimmune symptoms. And we decided to go with keto. And that was in December. But I knew in January I was flying home for my son's first birthday, and I really didn't want to start a new diet that was so overwhelming and so strict before I traveled. So instead, I hid myself under a poncho the entire trip and avoided every picture. This was taken the day I started keto when I got back, and I was miserable, but excited to start this new lifestyle. I was in a keto group with one of my friends who they were all taking exogenous ketones, and they were getting these insane results in 10 days. And I had checked with my doctor and nutritionist. They both said they were perfectly safe for me to take, but they wanted me to try without first. And after 10 days, I was pretty disappointed with how I looked and how I felt, so we went ahead and added exogenous ketones to my diet. And that is when everything changed. Not only the way I felt, I was sleeping better, I had more energy, I had better control of my appetite, but the way that I look, I could literally feel myself changing. And these are the pictures to prove it. This is 20 days total. Within 14 days of taking my ketones, this is what I looked like. This was me. I couldn't believe it. I remember crying after taking these pictures and showing my husband that these were 14 days apart. 14 days. That is 2 weeks of me taking exogenous ketones and eating the keto diet. I started getting a little more relaxed with my keto eating because I knew that my ketones had my back. I saw how everybody else was using them, and I decided to do the same. I took half a pack in the morning, half a pack in the afternoon with 8 to 12 ounces of cold water, and I just watched myself transform. And I was so shocked. I think I took more mirror selfies in this 2-week period than I have in the last 15 years of my life. It doesn't happen to me. And the only difference was adding the exogenous ketones. I felt better. I looked better. My mood started stabilizing. I started being able to decrease my medication almost immediately. I went from 100 milligrams to 75 for my postpartum. My child was watching me, and I felt good about what he was seeing and what he was learning. I felt amazing. And it's all because I decided to take a chance on this 10-day product that cost less than the health shake I was taking anyways. So I felt like I was getting the deal of a century. If you want to learn more about what I did, my meal plans, come join me in my Facebook group. I would love to have you.